Hello and welcome to 1 Hour SaaS. My name is Mubashir Iqbal. Everybody calls me Mubs. I'm working on building a SaaS business in just 1 hour a day. This is update for our number 47 of building podcast ping and uptime monitoring built for podcasters. Mainly still focusing on adding more content, writing some blog posts for podcast ping, and adding reviews and things for podcast hosting review. But I did want to share this post here that was on Indie Hackers. Ryan Doyle offered to help people with some free sales advice. So I posted about podcast ping just to kind of get his thoughts on what would be a good way to promote podcast ping to reach out to potential sales, potential new customers. And not just the advice, which obviously I think there's lots of obvious ways to reach out to people. And so what I really appreciate from Ryan in this post was actually like kind of drafting kind of what some reach out emails would kind of look like. And as an engineer who kind of struggles with with writing emails, especially cold email to kind of potential customers, this kind of just gives me a template to kind of work with in terms of how I might want to craft some kind of outreach as well. Both from, just like, he kind of outlined two different strategies that I think we could use. One is actually like build uptime monitoring for some podcasts, kind of monitor them ourselves, and then when there's a problem we could email them and say, here, there's a problem, we kind of use podcast ping. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody didn't have to email you to tell you that your podcast was down? And then alternatively, just reaching out to people that that podcast that we listen to or podcasts that are popular, and say, just kind of introduce podcast ping as well. So I think I'm gonna follow through with this. I need to do some work to engineer either figuring out how we build the process to kind of monitor everything. Maybe we pick like 100 podcasts and we just kind of watch those, or alternatively we just kind of figure out what the best person to contact is for the top 100 podcasts or whatever it is, and then we'll just kind of put together 100 emails. So I think that's going to be something that I kind of start to do probably next week. Once we've launched podcast hosting review, I'll switch and start to kind of focus on that. So I think that's kind of, it's awesome. That's one of the things I love about the Indie Hackers community. There's lots of people willing to help with lots of different aspects of people kind of working on SaaS as well. So if you're not part of indiehackers.com, you should join absolutely and become a part. I think it's been really awesome. So that's my day. Just kind of starting to think about lots of different things, not related to the actual product itself. In terms of that's all just it's still operating and still working, and it's still monitoring the podcast that I had listed. I'll have to go and log in. So everything's working here. Everything's looking good with podcast hosting review as well. Kind of really happy with how this turned out. Just adding more content and keep on plugging away. Hope you're having a good Halloween, and talk to you guys soon.